everyone, I hope you're good guys. Today new video, and like you see in the title, today I'm gonna tell you why stock plugin sucks, or I mean, let's say why people think stock plugin sucks. Before starting, I'm just telling you I'm pointing facts. I'm not saying something is good, bad, something is better or worse. It's just saying facts. Alright, so let's get started. One of the first reasons is because there is this kind of cliche people think it's like basic stuff, or you know, the plugin are good to start, this kind of stuff. They are kind of amateur plugin and not really professional. But anyway, the thing is, it's not because your favorite mixing engineer or your favorite music producer or your favorite YouTube influencer is not using stock plugin and is pointing some great plugin that he's using means that the stock plugin are bad. Especially when you're considering that most of these people have been paid to say that this plugin is great. I know it's not always all the time, I'm not saying it's good or bad, but it's just how it is. Alright, the second reason is the louder the better. Let me explain you. Let me take Wavetable for example, and let's take Serum right here. And so basically by default, when you press OK, you have a sawtooth waveform. I'm just gonna drag a MIDI clip here. And I'm just gonna do like this. Alright, duplicate here. So here we have our sawtooth, and here let's make a sawtooth as well. Alright, and the thing is, when you compare both, you are like, okay, you are like, the Serum one is sounding better, and the main reason is just because it's fucking louder. If I bring this to more or less the same level, let's bring this like here, average -12. Okay, so now we have something similar. They are like very similar, and one is sounding as loud as the other. And I think it's one thing that's misleading people. Because of the Ableton usually plugin, the level when you start is lower, they think it's not that good, it's not sounding good. It goes the same if you take, for example, Operator, and you take the sawtooth. You see, there is no such a big difference. So obviously Serum is a good plugin, I'm not saying that it's not, but it's just to make you understand that they both have the same potential and sonically sound as good one and the other. Obviously both they have like different effect after, different kind of modulation, but at the start point, at the raw point, they are both good. So third point, let's blame Ableton a little bit now. Let's talk about design. One thing obviously that we can say is Ableton design is kind of basic. You can like or not like, it's up to you. Personally, I don't care. But obviously, if you compare Operator with FM8 from Native Instruments, or even Serum with the Wavetable, they are looking nicer. Or even Decapitator with, for example, Saturator, which kind of both have the same function. You feel way much more to work with a plugin like this, which is nice looking. You see, with this little nice knob, this button, way much colorful, looking like analog vintage stuff. So you will tend to obviously pick up Decapitator and think that this one is better because it's looking nicer than this one, which is looking like kind of pale. And speaking of design, one thing which can be annoying with Ableton plugin is to change the preset. For example, if you want to change the preset, you have to click on this hot swap preset button, and then you have to go on the far left and choose the preset, rather than usually when you are with your plugin, it's straight away there. You know, you don't have to move anywhere, is right here. And the second thing that you can see is all the presets are divided in category, making things easier for you to find out which preset you like the most, rather than For example, in this case, you have no category. Plus, as you can see, there is just a few presets compared to the other one. So you're gonna tell me, oh yeah, but you know, it's not only about preset, but most people judge a plugin by his preset. But obviously that is just as well a matter of taste. Because for example, about the preset being categorized, I prefer when they are not like this. You can, for example, say, oh, let's try this octave. You don't really know if it's going for the drum, for the bass, for the leads. So you're gonna try it anyway, rather than if you're using Decapitator and you're using preset, there is a lot of chance that if you're looking something to spicy up your drums, you're gonna go on the drums category and you're never gonna look on the vocal one or on the guitar one, and there is maybe interesting stuff, you know what I mean? So that's a good point for me to not being categorized, but some people prefer to be categorized, and all the plugins have their preset categorized. So speaking of preset, let's talk about them. I think one of the reasons the stock plugins sucks are underrated is because of their preset. And first reason is, for example, when you open Wavetable, the thing is, it's kind of, there is no effect. It's like the sound is dry. Rather than if you take a Serum, you will have already a section of effect and your sound won't be that dry. And that's one thing who I think disadvantage Live. Because, for example, here it's a rack I've made with Wavetable and only Live plugin. Obviously, when you swap from this to that, or like preset came straight away with effect, like kind of ready to use, rather than here, if you're gonna swap, mainly it's just the preset itself, just the send. There is no effect, it's dry, the volume is low, so that's gonna make you think like, oh, that sounds bad, which is not, because if you put effect, it's gonna sound great. So you have, obviously there is some of the preset with this where it's like coming with instrument rack, where you have effects and it's a bit more fair, but it's not always the case. And the thing is, Ableton preset, I think, has been designed to cover a wide variety of music genre. Rather than plugin like Serum, let's say, it's more like for electronic dance music. You see, like the way it sounds and stuff like that has been more designed for this kind of music. Obviously, you can always use for any kind of music and blah blah blah. But what I mean by that, if, like, for example, if you do electronic music, according to the fact that you use preset, you will find way much more interesting preset in Serum, rather than that it's more or less specialized for electronic music, rather than in Wavetable that is like more like for a wider music genre. And because of you're gonna find more preset on this one than you like, you're gonna start to use more this one, and you're gonna completely forget about your basic shit stock plugin. So if you're using preset, I've just dropped this. I think you have a listen a little bit. This preset bank is, you just need Wavetable, and Ableton is only with Ableton Stock Plugin. You don't need nothing else, and you can get a wide variety of plugin. One thing I forgot to say, to swap plugin, actually you can use the arrow and enter, but it's kind of, you know, so yeah, stock plugin can sound great. They sound great. You just have to maybe make a little extra effort, because you have to make them on your own way. You have to know them as well, because most of the time people, they just don't know how to use it and they use preset, and because there is just few preset, they are probably not designed for the music genre, they just switch and go to a third-party plugin. But there is honestly plenty of good quality stuff. You can do like very weird stuff. So yeah, this video was just to show you that honestly stock plugin sounds great. I mean, if you've been following my channel, you know that that's the way I think. So if you haven't Don't forget to subscribe. There is plenty of video on this channel with free rack. All the video there is usually a rack for free in the description. I only use Ableton plugin. So please like the video. Don't forget to subscribe. And if you want to check this preset bank for Ableton Wavetable, the link is in the description. Thank you very much for watching, guys, and see you soon. Bye bye.